Yeah. Chillin' with my kids, count cake. We done made it from the apartments to the house to the lake. God is all of my plans, that's the walk through. God is all of my Chillin' with my kids, count cake. We done made it from the apartments to the house to the lake. God is all of my plans, that's the walk through. God is all of my plans.
Well, welcome y'all back to Talk That Talk. T3, I'm Troyman iBionicBrooks. I got two special guests in here, man. Y'all already know the co-host, that fly guy, Ty McKinney, and got a special guy in here, Troyman, man. I know y'all seen this man before. Y'all gonna see a lot of him on the podcast, man. I'm happy to have you, bro. Troyman, go ahead and introduce yourself to the people, man.
You know who it is, man. It's your boy, Troyman, Mr. Rhythm and Flow, 92 countries. Yeah.
92 countries, man.
That's like, I think out of all of the accolades that the show provided, that's something that's like really special to me. The fact that, my music is in 92 countries. It's pretty awesome. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that's going to
man.
Too, so.
That's crazy, man.
Can't be too mad at that. But
sidebar real quick, man. We got to get your music on Battlegrounds, bro.
Absolutely.
We got to get you on there. Definitely want you to be a part of season 2. Yeah. You do a little bit of everything. You hoop. You get down on the court, man. If the people don't know.
Beats, writing, acting. Yeah, we're trying to do it all.
And I mean, you just moved to LA.
I love it.
You're out here now. How you feel about it?
I love it, dude. Yeah. Probably one of the greatest decisions I've made by myself. Like, usually you like conglomerate like with your people and ask them about like what's the best route for you or like what they would think about you making certain permanent decisions. I didn't really care.
You didn't do none of that.
About what people think.
That's what's up.
I was like, I'm doing this. My heart wants to do it. This is where I want to be.
Facts.
So what do we need to do to make it happen?
How long you been here?
It's been 3 months? 4 months.
How them
I'm originally a California native now,
okay,
but I'm from Northern California, of course. Okay. So like the Bay. So it's a bit different. I look at the Bay like a distant cousin of LA.
Yes.
There's a ton of similarities, but there's striking differences too at the same time. So
I agree.
It's different being here. It's a little more populated. This traffic is nuts. I'm low-key getting used to it because I drive a lot. So like I'm kind of used to the traffic. It don't really last that long. It's just a lot of pockets of traffic.
Oh, yeah.
So,
man.
But I love it.
Welcome to LA, bro. We happy to have you, man. I'm not from LA myself, man. We transplants. We all transplants.
Right.
We're going to touch a little bit back on our earlier conversation. We talked a little bit about Luka and Kyrie, and we all agreed that this is Luka's team, you know what I mean? But who's the more skilled player, Luka or Kyrie?
And I say that because...
You say it because you got the shirt on.
I mean, that too. That's my guy. That's why I got the shirt. But I
No. Hold on. I got cut it. Why do you have the shirt? Why you got the shirt?
I didn't think you was going to do it.
Why you got the shirt? Hold on. Where the picture at?
From my guy.
Yeah, where the picture at, bro?
Look, he said, where the picture at?
Where the pictures at, man? Go look over there. Some pictures over there. And some little pictures. And some little, give on 4K, bro. Why he got that shirt, bro? Who pictures is them, bro? Who pictures is them, bro? Hold up, bro. Yeah, bro. You see, I've been rocking with bro, man.
I got it as a gift, man. Yeah, 100%. A gift for my guy.
It's clean. Yeah, my bad, bro. I had to put you out there like that. My fault, bro. Bro ain't wearing for like 3 years, though. He was waiting for this moment.
I tag on it, still in the drawer. Hey, I'm sitting there for a little minute. I ain't gonna hold you.
Like, you know what?
Time is now.
Hey, here we go. Hey, but I'm gonna tell you why. Luka is not fleet of foot, man. Luka does not have the craziest crossover and handle. Luka is not the fastest. He's not the most athletic. So for him to do what he does, for me, that makes him more skilled. Because when you have the athletic ability, you're quick, you're fast, you can dash, dive, change directions, do things. I think don't let me take anything away from what Kyrie's able to do. He's extremely skilled. One of the most skilled point guards to ever dribble the basketball. But being more skilled is able to do what Luka does without all of that athletic ability.
Yeah. Okay. I agree with you. All right, I respect that. I'm going to have to say my personal favorite is...
Oh, no. We didn't say personal favorite.
I know. Let's go help my point.
Okay, there you go.
Let's go help my point. Kyrie is unmatched, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just think he has an exit route for virtually everything, every situation. He knows how to capitalize on it, and he makes it look great. I think Luka is better.
Okay.
But by like this much. It's not by a large margin. I think with the ways that he is better is a lot of what you highlighted on. Like there's not much explosiveness in his moves. He doesn't really worry about that. He kind of moves at like 10, 15 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Like he does a lot of this stuff really gracefully and
a lot of twitches. A lot of his thing is twitches.
He knows what to do. I think the fact that he's at a different pace all the time, he's able to kind of, you know, the movie Wanted.
Manipulate.
That's how he's looking at the game. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
He's moving.
Bending the ball.
That's why everything looks just so effortless to him. But I think like, I think he's slightly better. Just slightly better than
skill-wise.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta disagree with you, fellas. I think Kyrie is the more skilled player. I agree with the statement that Luka is better. He's the better player, but the more skilled player, as far as Kyrie and his ability to be able to manipulate the ball and his finishing around the rim, that's where he separates himself, I feel like, because his ability to be able to go underneath the basket and hit a reverse layup. Like, don't get me wrong, Luka get down there, fake you, pass fake you, and then get a regular layup. He won't lay you. He won't lay you. He won't go this side of the rim, come back to the other side of the rim and finish with the left. You know what I mean? I seen him do that before. I seen him try that. Nah, look at that you, bro. You better shoot over, bro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Post him up. Fake him and then step around him.
I think this was even a long step from Luka. It was just one long step and it threw him completely off because he had to finger roll it and it was like just one long step and it was like, oh shoot, I gotta reach to the basket and it didn't look good.
But I feel like he's the better player. He reminds me of like a small Jokic. You know what I mean? He's a small Jokic. You know what I'm saying? Like
Jokic, I can't lie, he is a dominant player, but he bores. I be like, yo, he's a menace, bro.
He got how much?
Yo,
how many assists? Oh, that's crazy.
Where were the highlights? Like,
right, exactly.
Right.
It's like it's just textbook work. Like,
work.
Work.
Real work.
You're right though, Luka is definitely a smaller version.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And that's where I pay homage to their ability to play the game the right way. And I feel like them as players, they impact their team a little bit more. But we're seeing this year, like Kyrie Irving has taken another step in level as far as his ability to impact his team on the defensive side, holding people accountable, schemes where they should be, talking to them. I feel like he stepped up as that emotional leader for this Maverick team, and that's why they are in the position that they're in. You know what I mean? Somebody like that. But Luka's impact on the game can't be, you know what I mean, diminished at all because he is going to impact the game in the best form, in the best way, because I think it's something European players believe, and Jokic has said it himself. You know what I mean? Assist is the only thing in basketball to make two people happy.
Yep.
You and your teammate happy, you know what I mean? That raises team morale. You know what I mean? That you know what I mean? Now you're getting assists and they're scoring, you know what I mean? And so that's impacting the game on so many different layers. And I think that's why, you know, he is quote unquote the better player because he's going to do a little bit more to fill the stat sheet. But Kyrie's impact on the game and his skill and what he brings is just like next level in my opinion.
I concur.
That
was beautiful.
well put.
I absolutely agree, man. Everybody can't, earn 360s, text somebody back. They feed their cat, do all that before they finish the leg.
Oh my God!
What was the? Did y'all see the highlight of? I think it was definitely the Western Conference Finals, where Luka stole the ball from somebody and was falling. And on his way down, threw the ball behind him. And here go Kyrie to finish home with it. And of course, when Kyrie done,
oh my God.
I remember that.
I don't know why.
Come on, me too.
Like Team Jelly, so you know he know how to do all this extra stuff. But when he dunk, it's like,
hey, that man feeling it, yeah.
Yelling at the TV,
right?
No, I heard
all
that.
he did was put his hands on the rim.
Yeah, you need that from
And one thing that Kyrie that he does that sticks out to me is like he's a guy who's dominant with his right hand, but his ability to finish with his left and jumping off the right leg, jumping off the left leg, it don't matter. Like that skill, bro.
Yes.
That skill, and that's why I feel like all these young players and all these people who are enamored and love Kyrie and why he got like a cult-like following, you know what I mean, because of things like that. It reminds me of like Paul George. Paul George is another guy who's highly skilled and people follow him because his skill and his flow and how smooth and the poetry he plays with, same thing like KD. Like, those are the guys that you put in that level of skill category that like, the regular guys like Jokic and Luka and stuff, they don't really excite you with how they move and stuff like that.
No,
Where your joint at?
Wrong batteries.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Go ahead, yeah. When you got it, you got my fault, Phil. We talking about behind the camera, you know, production stuff, you know, producer Caden behind the camera doing this thing.
Man, do you think that the underwhelming talent from here has bearing on a lot of the overseas players that we're seeing in the draft?
Possibly.
Or do you think that, like, they're just at another level overseas and they're playing a little better?
I think that we've always loved and appreciated European players.
Absolutely.
In the league forever. But I think since Luka and Wemby, it's definitely opened a lot of people's eyes over there to like, bro, we gotta look over here. We can really hoop over there for real.
Facts.
Like, I think off the strength, whether it's our, you know, genetic abilities or just our skill, our overall skill, we could bring something extremely different to this game. So I think not only that, you have scouts that are also like been looking in California and all this stuff. That's like, wait, hold on, what the hell? Like, what y'all talking about?
France.
Y'all got dogs over here too? Like, yeah. So like, maybe we need to go check this out. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's like it's a positive feedback loop when it comes down to what's coming in, and once people realize what comes in and what the impact they have on the game, then they look at where they came from, and you know, it just kind of keeps going. It keeps opening up. Like that.
From a trainer-coach mind, I think that it's been talked about a lot between European players and American players, and it essentially comes down to the same thing over and over again: fundamentals.
Yeah.
The foundation of fundamentals overseas, anywhere, Europe, France, it doesn't matter where you go. Yeah. The fundamentals are drilled and they do them until they master them, and then they add all these extra skill sets and advanced skill sets.
That's a fact.
You see a lot of guys that are super talented on the basketball court who, when put into these regressed general functional things, they struggle. And so it's like, you see it over and over again, that fundamental foundation and soundness that the overseas players are coming over with, I'll take that 10 times out of 10 as a coach. Like, I can add more skill, I can give you more things, but those fundamentals that you have, which is why Luka's so successful, which is just why Joker's so successful, the fundamentals, I'm watching your footwork, I'm watching your shoulders pivot, your hips pivot, just small things, and I'm taking advantage of it.
They make a huge difference.
And I think that's where Bronny has risen, because he's not the type of player that has accustomed to American culture when it comes to basketball. He's not a guy who's going to be overly flashy with his game. He's going to play the right way. And I think that those are some of his bright spots and stuff like that, to where he kind of like is getting more looks, because he's not a guy who's super worried about where he's going to be or if he's going to be that guy or whatever. He's going to fit into any team because he's going to play the right way. And that's where American culture has suffered with basketball, with the AAU and all these different things. Like, we're not playing the right way. These guys are playing pro basketball at 16, and they are forced to play the right way. You know, guys like Luka, he's proven it, like you were saying, like he's won, you know, championships over in Europe at a young age, and like he is playing a good brand of basketball, and they are focusing on all the things that you mentioned, Ty, and hit on like all those angles, and you know what I mean, like that's why they're successful. That's why their game translates well. And we see some guys who might be highly touted in the States or whatever, and we've seen that year after year after year, to where it's like, oh, this guy's going to be next up. This guy's next up, because we're seeing the AAU clips. We're seeing no defense playing. You know what I mean? Like, they're playing bad IQ basketball. Like, and it's like, no, like there's going to be some fall off in that in the next couple of years. And I think we're seeing kind of like that transition to change, where there was a couple of years in there where we got some really bad like European players drafted, and that's why people kind of started to stray away from it. Yeah, but now we're coming back around to where it's like, okay, well, who's playing good basketball? And it's more over there than it is over here, and like, so it's a weird dynamic right now. And these guys do need to, in my opinion, need to go to college and be able to figure out playing a good system, not so much worry about the NIL money or TikTok views or whatever, and like kind of be like put their nose down to the grind and just work. Because I feel like we're getting away from like basketball in its purest form over here in the States, and it's just showing with our lack of draft talent that we were seeing, and people are taking risk on guys overseas now. Double back into like the whole conversation we had earlier with the Lakers, because rest in peace his soul, if he was around, I don't think that the dynamic of where this organization is going will be the same.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Because they will be leaning more into him.
Yes, absolutely.
And his mind and stuff like that.
Man, Cole,
house that could be built.
Rest in peace. So, but like, the eyes on high school players and stuff like that, man. Like, I just think that we can't pay attention as much, because it's like, it's just basketball has evolved so much. The skill set of these players and stuff like that, and the development, and like, these is grown man, you know what I mean, like 7'4" Wimbies in the league, and they also are playing like a year of professional basketball before even coming into the NBA and learning how the game is and their regimen and their schedule and stuff like that. And that's the biggest thing, to where it's like, why guys from high school shouldn't, in my opinion, do it, because it's a huge gap of maturity and like development as a young man that you have to go through, and like, at least go through a year of college to figure that out, or go play pro somewhere to figure out what your groove and your grind is going to be, and what your interests are, and who your friends are, or what you need to surround yourself with, who's your business influences, who's helping you build your brand, to build that name and stuff like that. And that's one thing LeBron James did a good job with Bronny. He was not really on social media. He wasn't taking interviews. He didn't have like a real public presence. So now people are getting to know him for the first time right now. And like, you have to develop that. You can't develop that in high school. You can't be able to deal with the media in high school, like, because it's just going to run you ragged, and you know what I mean, like, people just aren't mentally developed yet. And so I think that, my advice would just be stay away from that, you know what I mean, just because you need that type of guidance and stuff like that. And I don't think that scouts and people are looking for that, because they know that like you're just not ready yet. And you would have to be an anomaly for whatever reason. And like, even the best player currently of all time that's still playing the game, he didn't recommend that his son do it. You know what I mean? His son wasn't able to do it, and like, he's been under the spotlight and stuff like that for so long. So if anybody should be prepared to do it, it should be a kid like that. And he wasn't even ready. So it's like, it's just so much that goes into it. Like, like, it's just tough. You had some other questions though too that you wanted to.
Yeah. So in the first part, we talked about how the NBA's push, though basketball in general was push on offense, how to change the game at the high school level. Piggybacking off that, the push on offense, how did it change the development of American athletes versus overseas athletes? Do you think the push for heavy offense is hurting us?
Yeah, so do y'all think the push for heavy offense in today's game is helping or hurting us?
It's definitely hurting us. It's a night and day difference. We used to all say some years ago, defense wins games.
Championships.
It wins championships. I'm sorry.
Facts. No,
both.
That's a fact. But I think it hasn't. I think we've been the business side of the organization has pressed the gas to the floor on offense, because this is what's putting asses in the seats. This is what's buying the jerseys and the merch and getting the league and the organization this monetary gain, which is the reason why they're in business. They don't really care about the impact that these players are leaving, or how, or if this player is a two-way player. If they are,
great,
cool. You know what I'm saying, for the most part. So I think when you have people who are at the top of the league who really don't care about the entire integrity of the game, this is going to open up the window for players like that are overseas who are focusing on the fundamentals to come in and kick ass, essentially, because not only can they shoot and do all that stuff, but we can block your shot. We know how to read these screens. We're doing all of this stuff that truly wins games versus just making our offense look good. So, you know.
Like you said, the integrity of the game, for sure. I think there's a lot of layers when it comes to basketball, right? You have the front office, you got GMs, you got people making decisions, you got board of directors, you got all these different things.
Right.
Everyone is not concerned about the integrity of the game. There's no way. So then how that translates is, right, in what we see entertainment-wise on the TV. What's being viewed entertainment-wise on the TV trickles down to those kids who are falling in love with the game, who want to play the game, who want to do what they're seeing on TV. And with the internet and social media and everything else, you have so much information just kind of being dumped and dumped and dumped with no context, with no, hey, there's prerequisites to this. Hey, you should do these things first before you get to this. It's just, hey, content. And so what I think that essentially does is it hinders the development of these younger players, because it's do what I see, not what I'm told and being taught.
Right.
It's like, well, you know, essentially sometimes kids are looking at you like, well, what have you done? And you ain't doing it, and I don't see you. You don't look like you can do it, but they look like they can do it, and I'm going to emulate what they're doing and not listen to my trainer and what they're telling me. Hey, I need to be able to do this first. I need to be able to just dribble with my left hand first before I get in there and start trying to jelly and finger roll.
Which is essentially, that training is what led that person to excel that well in offense for that kid to just see that.
Understand how they got there. Kyrie did not just wake up and he can dribble the ball like that. He put in hours doing the fundamentals. Curry didn't just shoot like that. He couldn't just shoot at range like that. Spent hours and hours developing the fundamentals, the foundation to be able to go out there and now, you know, shoot them up and do it that way. So it's like, I think it's hurting. It's hurting the youth development, and, you know, for sure. And being in that space, I see it every day. I see it all the time. And even when I'm coaching them, you know what I mean? Like, you can see the reluctance and the pushback on like, but I think this will work better. And it's like, you know what I mean? It's what they think versus what will actually work and what's actually worked for those people that you're watching go through the channels to get to where they want to go.
No, I agree. I think that is definitely hurting, and personally, that's kind of what's influenced like me just personally taking a step back and like kind of seeing things around me and like plans, because I get hurt. I'm like, bro, I don't want to play with people who don't want to play on defense, who don't want to pass the ball, who don't want to do this stuff. And it's draining on my mental health, bro. I'm not even going to lie. Like, you know, it's Mental Health Awareness Month for men. And I feel like we need to bring more awareness to it in the basketball space, too. But, like, that thing is impacting us. And then, you know, we see people who, you know, view LeBron James as the GOAT or whatever. And, like, as much as I got respect for him, I don't view him as the GOAT, because it's like, now, like, bro, you don't sacrifice on the defensive end. You're not sacrificing. You taking plays off. And I seen, you know, a conversation on television the other day where they were talking about the only guy to really hold LeBron James accountable was D-Wade. You know what I mean? What get LeBron over the hump is like, nah, bro, we need you on defense. We don't care if you're hitting shots right now. We need you on defense. We need you. We need you. You know what I'm saying? And, like, that I don't see that with the Lakers. I don't care how old you are, bro. Like, I don't you're more concerned about playing 25 years than you are about showing that everybody that, like, I'm still going to do it. And, like, yes, we will see a LeBron James chase down block every now and again. He's iconic and known for that. But, like, bro, I need you to sit down on the best players still too. Because, like, when I saw Kobe all the way to the end of his career, it's like, come on. Sir. I'm sitting down. Like, I'm sitting down, and it's like, you know what I mean? Like, when the going gets tough, he might not have done it all game. When the going gets tough, though, like, I'm going to strap up. I'm going to put that on there, and, like, that's what we want to see. That's why, you know, it's a double-edged sword right now, because I do feel like we're seeing a little bit of a shift in the league. Yeah. I do feel like we are putting things more at the forefront where guys are sitting down. That's why Anthony Edwards gets so much love now. You know what I mean? And I would love to see him be the face of the league, because he is doing all the right things. You know what I mean? Victor Wembanyama, the same thing. Those are two young guys right now that we like, okay, we seeing both things. We seeing somebody with the flash door behind your back, dunk on somebody, step backs, you know what I'm saying, post-up game. We seeing everything. I want to see a complete game. I want to see somebody that takes pride and, you know, plays the game with integrity. So, like, that's a big thing. So I want to, you know, since we talk about my mentality, IQ, all these different things that go into, like, a great basketball player, Troyman, if you had to make the most ideal basketball player, we're talking build, IQ, ball handling ability, shooting ability, defense, and just overall offense, what player attributes would you want?
That is a great question. Oh, okay. You got to shoot like Steph.
No
Okay,
question.
so Steph for shooting.
You got to shoot like Steph. I need Kobe's mind.
There we go.
I need Kobe's mind. I don't really know if I want a LeBron size. It works. It works. But I don't really care for the freight train running down the court at 200 miles an hour. I love the fact, because basketball is such an evasive game, you know, and LeBron will just get out of my way, bro, and just yam on you, he's a fucking bear. Like, yeah, he's supposed to do this. Like, you know, so I feel like it's a cheat code, essentially, to use that. But, okay, we'll say, I like Anthony Edwards' size.
Okay.
For the build?
Yeah, for the build. Anthony Edwards size, Kobe mental, Curry shot, Kyrie handle. Who's defense? Draymond.
Draymond defense.
Not mad at that.
IQ.
I like that one. I
Yeah.
like that one. I like that one.
Yeah, it might
I
be
like
it.
that one.
IQ.
Yeah.
Well,
mentality.
I think that's
Kobe.
mentality. That's Kobe.
Yeah, we'll say
That's
we'll keep
Kobe.
Kobe, yeah. We'll keep Kobe. So Curry shot, Kobe IQ, Anthony Edwards build, Kyrie handle, and Draymond Green defense.
Okay, and then overall offense. Who's overall offense would you take?
Kobe, bro.
Okay, bet.
Can you put Kobe in there twice?
Yeah, you can put.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you can just show.
We'll do that. But for the sake of not putting Kobe in there twice.
Okay.
Okay. No Kobe.
No Kobe.
That's hard.
You see the jersey.
I'm playing, man. Like, you a Laker fan? No. I'm a Kobe fan. Okay, it's a huge difference. It's a huge difference. Okay, so no Kobe twice. Jesus. I'm back and forth between Paul George and Luka.
Okay. Okay.
Both are clean.
Interesting.
Paul. I love explosiveness when it comes down to basketball.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say Paul.
Okay. Overall offense.
Surprise, no MJ.
Okay.
No MJ, no. MJ is like the golden child, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. You can give us the same.
No, do your thing. MJ is a golden child.
I just didn't know if I was going.
No.
Get MJ mine. What was the first
All right,
question?
so we'll go build,
Mm-hmm.
shooting, mentality, IQ, defense, handle, overall offense.
It's crazy. So, I like to think that MJ is the premier build for a basketball player.
Okay.
So I'm going MJ build.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's the premier guy. He can move. He's athletic. He can be explosive. He just do it all.
Yeah.
IQ, Mamba mentality, of course.
Yep.
Just Kobe and Jordan already combined. That's
It's the
nasty.
elite.
That's
Elite.
just nasty. Handle a Kyrie, 100%. What were the other two? Overall athletic ability and
Shot.
Shot.
Yeah. Shooting, you got shooting,
Jimmy?
defense, and offense.
Ooh. Give me Ray Ray. Give me Ray Ray. Man.
Okay.
Give me Ray Ray. Give me Ray Allen in terms of
Okay.
shooting. Man, that is a sniper, sir.
Yeah, that's a
That
fact.
is a sniper.
That's a fact.
And then overall athletic ability, or overall offensive ability.
Overall offense and defense.
Anthony Edwards.
Okay. For offense?
The overall offense, yes. Oh, defender. I didn't give you a defender. Kevin Garnett, bro. I want a Kevin Garnett defender, bro. Give me someone with his attributes on defense, bro. He's 100 overall. 99 for sure.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that at all.
I'm not mad at that. That's a good one. I guess it's on me now. When it comes to overall build, and we talk about size and everything, I'm going Wemby. Give me Wemby's build. No question.
I'm not gonna play with y'all. I'm not gonna play with y'all.
for Bill.
Give me Wimpy Bill.
Oh my God.
Don't play with me.
We're about to build a 2K player.
Yeah, for real. My park player, man.
We're
talking about IQ, overall IQ of the game. I would say give me somebody like Nikola Jokic. I feel like he makes all the right plays. Shooting, I'm going with Steph. Bro can shoot from the parking lot. Overall offense, that's tough because it's either Kobe or MJ with the overall offense. I'm gonna go with Kobe because I feel like he had a little bit better perimeter jump shot than MJ.
Yeah.
Handle Kyrie. I think we can all agree with that. Like the best handle ever in the game.
Ever.
Like ever. Like
Ever.
there's no question.
Like the package.
Yeah,
Right there
come on, bro. Like, come on. What am I missing? Defense? Give me like Hakeem Olajuwon's defense.
Ooh.
I can get some steals and I can get some blocks.
You
know what I mean? And at my size, it's over. And then, what, am I missing something?
You did overall.
No, I think you did it all.
Yeah,
you did it all.
Yeah, that's a problem.
That ain't bad.
That's a problem.
I feel, how many we got similar of each? I think we chose 3 or 4 the same way.
Yeah, Kyrie, Kobe.
And Kobe.
Y'all all chose Kobe, but different spots.
Yep.
And everybody, Steph, except you, Ray Allen.
Okay, yeah, I don't know what you're doing.
I like you, Steph, but give me Ray, bro.
Man, I'm gonna keep it real. You know what?
Steph is crazy.
You know what solidified Steph for me, bro? You know what solidified Steph for me with that shooting stuff?
Yes,
bro.
Oh
my God, dude.
I was like,
turn around.
This man.
Like, I gotta look at it. Like,
the most devious one I've ever seen, bro, of course, was the All-Star game. Like, they laxed, of course, the All-Star game. But, bro,
yeah, to be able
he
to just
shot and looked at Trae Young dead in his soul, like,
come on.
No, it's falling.
Like,
I'm like, he's a machine.
I've been at those games,
He's
bro.
a machine.
And I watched him, bro. I went to the Stephen Curry camp. This man is shooting with his left hand, shooting with his right hand, dribbling and shooting. It's nothing but water, bro. Bro, he's like, come on, bro. Like, what?
He's not real, bro.
Come on, bro. I seen him in 3-point contest. That's why he stopped going in 3-point contest because he's gonna win it. They had to make up a whole new challenge because Steph Curry is the best shooter ever. Who can beat him? We're gonna bring somebody from the WNBA. Like, come on, bro. Like, that boy is different, bro. Like,
it's really crazy.
Ain't no question.
All right, can I change my
No, you can't change your answer.
No, you can't.
You got caught in 4 days, bro. Stay where you at.
That's crazy.
Stay where you at. And so we talked a little bit about mentality, IQ, and stuff like that. Troyman, if you could compare like your work ethic and what you do and what you apply in your actual life to anybody else's mentality in basketball, who'd you? Mamba mentality.
I think y'all knew that.
Yeah, I knew that.
I knew that. Who else got the better tenacious mentality in the NBA? You know what I'm saying? Kobe, man. Kobe's the reason I fell in love with basketball. Kobe was like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't old enough to really see MJ in his prime going crazy. But I've always respected him because he was larger than life. But Kobe, to me, felt like that big brother I never knew that went in the league at 17 and just did not let up on it. Like, just kept going. So it's like, to me, I have like as much as I respect him, his mentality, his gameplay, his skill, I feel like a distant relative to bro. You know what I'm saying? So I paid attention to everything that he did on the court, everything he did off the court. I got books of his. Of course, everybody has the Mamba mentality. I got the one with the pictures in it. I don't play about my dog. Like,
Y'all go ahead.
I hope y'all you want me? Can y'all see that?
Yeah, we can see that. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And now I got that like fresh after he passed. I didn't play no games. I was like, I need ink.
No, that's what's up.
But his mentality, I think, is the reason why we appreciated him in every other light that we saw him in. He didn't really start giving us his mental, stuff and breakdown until he threw his flag in the ground and got his respect. He's like, you know what? Instead of me giving y'all all this mental talk and all of this stuff as I'm trying to prove to y'all that I am him, like even after the Shaq split, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't really getting it until he proved it with Paul. I truly feel like after that, he's like, no, all right, y'all should know who I am now. You know what I'm saying? And we started to really get glimpses of just how he does stuff. Like being in the gym 4 or 5 hours before everybody else, being the last to leave, making time for his daughters. You know, being a great husband. Like, he gave us the prime example of what it was like to be that guy in the NBA.
Correct.
And yeah, I do my best to emulate that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think out of everybody's journey and who they are and how they carry themselves, I'd like to say I'd learned from Kobe the most out of everybody in the league.
How does that apply to like your career, and like what does that look like in your space? You know, for you, like the Mamba mentality on a record, on a song, on a video, on a film.
Question.
You know what I mean? Like, how do you just go into it with the Mamba mentality, ready to kill, and let people know, like, this is who I am, bro. You've been around the world, 92 countries.
Yeah.
Music is everywhere, bro. You've been grinding.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of your work. You know what I mean? Proud of your journey.
Proud of you too.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how does that take, you know, like your...
I think once you realize what is at the core of what is motivating you, and I think with the Mamba mentality, it's inspiration, to be inspired. Like, there's a few stories of Kobe's that that sticks out to me. When Jordan told him off, when Jordan said, yeah, you might be able to wear the shoes, but you'll never be able to feel them. Mm-hmm. Kobe ain't talked to nobody for 2 weeks after that. This is me, bro. Like, don't, like...
Stop wearing the shoes.
Yo, bro, stop playing with me, bro. This is me, bro, like, to the core. Or when Kobe's grandmother showed up for the first game, and he dropped 81 on a team. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is pockets that I would reach into. Oh my God, my grandmother showed up to the show. I'm about to go federal. She don't step out the house.
Yeah.
Like, what? Now, I know I gave some energy at that show, but it's not going to be anything compared to this one. And I think the basis of it, when you strip what I do, the name of my brand and, you know, stuff like that, I do this to inspire.
Yeah.
When Kobe did it and he realized his mentality and its impact, he did everything to inspire. You know, it's once you realize that what you do, as much as you love it and you own it, it's bigger than you, you begin to step out of yourself a lot more. It begins to become a roadmap or a blueprint for anybody that's watching you, versus just you stepping and owning your own light and being comfortable in your own skin. You realize that what you're doing is larger than you. It's larger than life. And I think that's what I take from the Mamba mentality the most, is realizing you can't take back what you put out. So make sure you love everything that you put out.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that's real. No, that's real. And like,
That's
I can
real.
feel that. I can feel that for real. Like, yeah, facts, bro. For real. So it's like, now, like, in this journey of your life and your career and stuff like that, you mentioned on the pod earlier, you're doing them challenges. You're going to film school.
Yeah,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? Like, how's film school going? What inspired you to go to film school? Like, what are some of the things you're checking off your checklist now?
I'm a college dropout. I went to college like maybe a year after I graduated high school. I gave myself a little break. I decided I was going to go and study music production. But somebody told me a while ago, and it really resonated with me, when you understand interest, you make it. When you don't understand interest, you pay it. And I didn't understand interest at that time. You know what I'm saying?
That's a gem. Can you say that one more time for our listeners?
When you understand interest, you make interest. When you don't understand interest, you pay it. Right? And
that's a gem.
that is a gem. I
hope y'all listening.
I forget bro's name, but yeah, you know who you are, bro. You don't see this. You know you are.
Y'all gotta listen.
Now some real stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I think at that point in time when I decided to go to school, I didn't understand interest. I was paying a lot of it. And of course it cost me to drop out, but I've always had the yearning for learning the new knowledge. So I just started teaching myself. I'm a graduate of YouTube University, you know what I'm saying?
Hey.
They don't got no awards or certifications for that, you know what I'm saying? But I gotta put my work in, you know what I'm saying, as a student of the game, and I did it that way. But I started to realize the more that I advanced in my music, the more my music took me further places. It bothered me that I learned a bunch of right things in a very unstructured way. And I think it just brought me to the point of, you know what I'm saying, like really having more discipline too, of realizing what I'm signing into and how to construct myself with it and how to take care of everything. So 22-year-old Troy versus 32-year-old Troy. is a huge difference. So yeah, it's night and day. So I'm like, now I'm at this point where I know that the challenges that I may have dropped before, I can kick their ass now. And what better time other than when you fresh come into your new home, like to start new challenges. Like after this, I'm about to go buy my guitar. I'm about to guitar every day for 30 minutes. I don't know what the hell I'm doing with this. But ask me in 6 months, I guarantee the answer will change. You know what I'm saying?
So dropping a new song, hey man.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's essentially.
I feel it. I feel it. So what would be some of your advice? Because like, yeah, I heard that like you as a young man, like you didn't really have that structure. You didn't know what was going on, and we touched on that on the pod with like some of the guys making a jump from high school into the NBA, and like that transition, like that mental maturity isn't quite there. You don't quite get it. Yeah. You're paying interest. You're not earning it because you don't understand it. What would you say, like your advice to like upcoming artists or younger people trying to make segue into their dreams or their goals right now? What advice would you give them?
Just watch your back. I would say most importantly, everybody ain't your friend that appears to be. Everybody ain't your friend. Because these are,
my mama told me that.
Everybody ain't your friend, man. It's so true. And it's like you don't realize until the knife in your back. And you're like, oh my, what the?
You're taking food off your plate.
It was you, right? Whole time. Like, the fucking, you be distraught. Like, so, but these are, at least when it comes down to related to music, when it comes down to people making decisions, bad decisions, this is how it happens. It's about, you not being vigilant and knowing what to look for and what to avoid. And in the music industry, especially within the last 10 to 15 years, so much has changed. So much has changed. I mean, we got people who don't make music fighting for music rights right now because Spotify, and it's like they insult the hell out of us. It's like, we're raising our Spotify price to $11.99. And everybody pays it because you hooked. Your whole catalog on here, bro. Any playlist you made, what you gonna do, delete it? You're not gonna do that, right? Okay, so you're not. So it's $11.99 now. But it's like, cool, you can do that, but
family playing $20.
But then you're not paying the artist.
At all.
This is the part that's pissing me off.
Joe Rogan. You paying Joe Rogan.
No, what the fuck? You mean to tell me all the money
I'm making you
right.
Joe Rogan get to spend it? This is devious work, bro. So that's what I would say to the artists. It's change. It's going to be hard to get people, and these are challenges that I'm speaking on right now. It's going to be hard to get people that got the $9.99 and $10.99 subscription to go buy your $19.99 album.
Come on now.
Right now, man, when they can go listen to it for free. So we got to really attack everything that is not working. The Fair Musicians Act, I'm going to speak about that every time somebody asks me about music because we need more awareness on it.
Yep.
And that's essentially all they're doing is fighting to pay us 1 penny a stream.
Fair Music Act.
So, yeah, the Fair Music Act is a whole bunch of people who have never made music a day in their life. And they're fighting for us as artists to make music. And it's not, I think right now we're getting a fifth of a penny per stream. So I think what they say over the time span of like a certain amount of time, you can get 1 million streams and it still equivalates out to $9-10 an hour. You're not making much money as the artist. And I get how us as the consumers, we messed it up. You know what I'm saying? There was a point in time we was buying physical copies and then Napster, LimeWire, BearShare, all of this stuff came out. Motherfucker said, I got a copy. We're going to copy this copy. You can have it. You can have it. Put it on your MP3 player. Yeah, and then streaming came through. Apple Music, Spotify. But the problem is, for the last 15 years, the artist has been doing nothing but getting cut out, whether it's been by the consumer or by the streaming services. So now here we are as artists like, yo, man, I'm tired. I don't want to be an influencer, but this is what's making me money right now. The music isn't doing it. It's me being in these people's faces. Which is like, it diminishes the artist and their creativity because now you're doing a whole bunch of shit you ain't really want to do in the first place. And it's taking you away from the music. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it puts you at a point of, first of all, make sure you want to do this if you're an artist. have a passion behind something that you doing. We don't really, especially at this point, since the Kendrick and Drake beef, especially, people are on alert when it comes down to what they're consuming and how they're consuming it. So just make sure you got something of substance.
Right.
You know, if it don't sell now, who's to say if it has substance in it, it won't sell in 5 or 10 years.
Right.
So it's like we begin to, and we need music like that. But when that's all we have a problem.
We do.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's consuming this. It's like nobody's giving me anything that can help me.
Yes.
Reflect and change.
Talk it. Yes.
That's why.
Yes.
That's why Kendrick is as fire as he is. He is a cultural pioneer to us right now. It's because he went. Everybody going this way, and Kendrick said, "I'm gonna go that way. I'm gonna keep it in the same light of what y'all doing, but I'm not about that. I'm from the trenches, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all kind of had a little, privileged life a bit.
Come on now,
And we have to
try and be a cultural vulture.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, we got a lot of those out there.
Mm-hmm.
So I think when it comes down to it, if you're gonna be an artist, make sure you love it. Realize the game that you're in. It's not gonna be fair to you in the beginning. You're gonna do a whole bunch of stuff that you don't want to do, but just don't compromise your soul and your art.
100%.
And I think you'll be fine.
Man, I got so many follow-ups to that, bro. Like, I got so many follow-ups to that because, like, one is like, what's your setup like? Like, how do you make music? Like, what is that creative process like? Do you have any, like, dream features that you want to, like, anybody you want to collab with? Like, who's at the top of that list? I feel like I got a good idea.
Yeah.
But, go ahead. Like, let us know, like, what does that look like for you?
Man, so music, when I first started making music, I was constantly in the studios, giving studio locations $50 to $100 an hour. And that's to pay
That's
for.
what he's doing with the pod.
You know what I'm saying?
Paying
Paying for the engineer. So that's where I'm at. Like, at least with me and the creative music, this is the reason why I leaned back into going and getting my certificate at school. It's because I'm doing all of the work myself.
Yep.
I'm recording. I got my own equipment. I've got my own booth and stuff. I set it up all in my place, which is fire. But the enhancement of these sounds that I now get, I need to perfect this because this is the part that people see, right? And then the part that people hear and play over and over again. So with me being a perfectionist, I listen to my music, I see the holes and stuff in my mixes and the older stuff, and I'm like, I gotta change that if I'm gonna keep doing it. Right. So this is why I'm doing it the way that I'm doing it. As far as features, what my brand is and where I want it to go, I have to align myself with like-minded brands. Kendrick is definitely at that list, at the top of that list for sure. I met my bro like 7-8 years ago. One of the very dopest defining moments of my life. I was ready to quit music when I met Kendrick.
I feel like that's creative.
Yeah.
Experience burnout.
Yeah. I experienced a lot of burnout. It was really depression. It was really dealing with things that you didn't fully understand in the moment. And it just kind of caused you to be like, do I want to even keep doing this? I'm tired. I can't even keep myself up spiritually. And you want me to put a smile on for people right now. I don't know if I could do that. But God said you have to. And this is how I'm going to re-inspire you to keep doing it. And met Kendrick at the Good Kid, Mad City tour. So, which was crazy.
Yeah, I was about to say that way. Said Good Kid, Mad City tour.
I hear yeah, man. It was electric, bro.
I believe it.
And you know I'm going to the pop-up.
Oh my God. Your team?
Man, what?
Dude,
I'm trying to figure out what to wear. I don't even know what to wear. I'm like, bro, I gotta get a new fit, bro. It's up. You know how many girls gonna be outside?
Oh my God.
Man, look, man. So, but outside of Kendrick, I would say Sean Leon. I love Sean Leon.
I like Sean.
Sean Leon is this guy from Toronto. He's written countless amounts of songs for Kanye West. He is a great artist. I be like playing Sean Leon in the car, right?
I'm about to get tapped in.
Yo, look, he's crazy. You know me, I love that bass heavy shit.
Yeah.
He thrives in that realm. So I play some of his stuff in the car. This girl's like, who is this? I'm like, yeah, it's that nigga.
Yeah. And y'all see me over here shaking my head. My boy Troy did put me on. That's the only
Yo,
thing
stop,
I know
yo.
about him as well.
Hey, you need more friends like
Yo, I was trying
that.
to tell you.
Put guys on, you better admit
Hey.
it. I'll put you on.
I'm telling you. Like, Sean Leon I've been following him for for some years too. Truly love his music. He's a great artist. He got to be great. Kanye pulled him up. Like Kanye was like, "Yo, bro, gotta rock with you. Come on." And like what I love about it is he can help Kanye, but still not lose the integrity of his art. You know what I'm saying? Like, which is fire. Every now and then I like drug bars. There's this guy named Stove God Cooks. He signed to Griselda.
Griselda. Hey, I don't know, bro, but I know something about some Griselda rappers.
Here's my thing. As much as I love his energy, I can't necessarily relate to a lot of the things that he talks about because he be talking about them drug bars. He be flipping coke and stuff like that. So I don't come from that. I've never done that. You know what I'm saying? But your energy, bro, and how you present these lyrics is undeniable. It's like I gotta figure out how to coexist with you on a record. So Stove God is definitely one. That list is short, man. I'm picky.
I feel it. No,
As you should be.
I'm picky.
That's good. But like that's why I want your insight because it's more about like their people's morals, values, what they're speaking about. If you're actually authentic to your true self and talking about what you're actually doing in real life, rather than being like, "Oh, I'm putting on this front." And I mean, we seen it with the most recent beef. You know what I mean? It's getting exposed that some people aren't who they say they are. And you know what I mean? So it's like you talked on so many different things. And I like, I don't want to go too much longer on this pod, man. But like you talked about selling your soul and like experience, you know what I'm saying, in the entertainment world and music and social media influencing and stuff like that. Myself, I've been a part of reality TV. I know you have too. And like, can you talk to us a little bit about your experience on Rhythm and Flow? You know what I mean? Like, what was that like for you? And like, who are some of your favorite people? Or like, what, I want to start really just the experience. Like, what did that experience mean to you? What did you learn? And I feel like, I don't know. Yeah, I just want to hear that real quick. Yeah.
Rhythm and Flow was one of the greatest blessings I've received in my life thus far.
That's what's up.
Before that, I had about 2,500 followers, about 3,000 followers. There's people in Atlanta that knew who I was, and of course, family members back at home in Northern Cal. The experience was everything. First of all, shout out to Jesse Collins and Deion Harmon. Those are the creators of the show. And Nikki, I want to say Boella or something like that, I forget. But the creators of the show. Shout out to Nikki. They did a great job creating the show and keeping the most natural integrity attached to it possible. It wasn't really much fabrication. Like, can you say this?
Okay.
We didn't get that. He was like, hey man, so you just hopped up stage, bro. How you feel?
Yeah,
And you know, and then they'll ask you a question that might highlight on your journey, but when it came down to putting us in these situations to capture our emotions and our performances and rehearsals and stuff, it was like you would look up and the camera would be there.
Okay.
Like, oh shit. Yeah. And then they cut that out. They wrote, you know, we here now. Okay, keep going.
Okay.
And you go back into your stuff, and then they capture it. And
That's what's up. Yeah.
so it was natural. It was super natural. When I first got there, of course, I did the auditions in Atlanta. The first audition was for two of the producers. No, it was one before that.
Oh.
It was one before that, right? And I basically got an email saying, you have been selected to audition for a hip-hop competition TV show, right? But I knew about Rhythm and Flow like maybe a week or so prior, but they didn't disclose that it was Rhythm and Flow that I was auditioning for. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll do it, right? Went and did it, performed like some unreleased stuff that I'll probably never put out for these producers, right? And I remember I started performing, the beat dropped, and they looked at each other like, right? I was like, I just kept going. I just owned my energy and allowed that to transpire. Then I did the Atlanta audition. That's when they flew me. Not flew me. They brought me to the Atlanta spot, and it was like 50, 60 people there.
That's what we saw in here.
That was fire. That was fire. But I knew at that point I was supposed to be there.
Okay.
Of course, the looking at the other artists and stuff at that time, it was definitely effortless for me to be like, yeah, this is gonna be all right. This is gonna be a breeze. Like, I got this. Like, at least with Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know what LA and Chicago and all of that had for me yet, but I knew that I had locked down. When it came down to the people that I gravitated to immediately in the Caleb in London.
Okay.
Like, ironically, with us being the top 5, them was my dogs from the jump before we knew who the top 30 was. Like, yeah, it was like this a whole separate 60 people that they narrowed down to maybe 10 that goes to the, to the spot. So Caleb's my dog. London's my dog, Ray Khalil. Super special shout out to Ray Khalil. A lot of people might not remember her because she kind of got cut like halfway in the show. But my dog came through and is probably the person with the most goals met since the show. I have no problem. I have no problem giving credit where credit's due. Okay.
That's what's up. You're a real one.
Ray Khalil makes, and it's different music. It's like, it's a R&B hip hop twist with an indie rock kind of insert. It just feels great. It overall feels great. So I pay attention to her. She got signed to Anderson .Paak recently.
Okay, I can see that.
That's a perfect fit.
I can see that.
Beautiful. So shout out to Ray. Ray, you already know, sis. I love you.
Soundtrack as well.
Yep.
Hey, Kevin, the producer knows.
He know. My dog know. Okay, he know. Like, so, but.
Yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Bro was hype when he knew you was gonna be on it. You're like, bro, you gonna turn out.
Funny enough, I watched that show while I was in Atlanta. I was living in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So like, Atlanta is completely different. They love their own people and, they bump their own stuff. So
Yeah.
like, being in an environment and then watching y'all do y'all thing, like, it was really dope.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was super refreshing to have an artist like Caleb come out of such a cliquey kind of.
Stone Mountain, right?
Yeah, he's from Stone Mountain, but there's something about them folks from Stone Mountain that truly that don't get caught up in the trendy shit.
Yes.
Like they see, and they could do it, but it's like, bro, you know how long I worked on this spirit to just dumb it down to that? Like, it's like, that might be perfect for you, and I'm going to rock out to some of that shit because it's fire. But I got so much more shit to talk about. You know what I'm saying? That's why I've always respected Caleb, because Caleb don't give a fuck what we like and what we got going on. As artists, as consumers, he do not care.
I love it. That's cool.
And he shouldn't. And he honestly shouldn't. Like, what? Like, you're not making, as much as the music is for us, it is always a representation of you. So encapsulate that. Whatever that looks like at whatever time period you're in. So I think, of course, those are my guys. Who else? Flawless and D Smoke.
Okay.
We were like the Avengers. And fucking Sam Be Yourself.
Sam.
Yeah.
So I'd say those six. D Smoke, Flawless, London B, me, Caleb, Sam, and the honorary member of Ray Khalil.
I feel it.
That's my tight-knit rhythm and flow crew. I still talk to all of these people. I've been talking to them for years. Real relationships. Now, I'm not talking to them every day. You know what I'm saying? But when they hit my line, though, it's like, what we doing? Like, where we at? You know what I'm saying? Like, Ray has pulled up on me in Atlanta plenty of times. I pulled up on Flawless and in Rhode Island plenty of times. Like, now that I'm out here in LA, you already know who I'm chilling with. I'm with D Smoke all the time. So it's like, it's a family thing. A lot of us got these matching tattoos. We got the top 4.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, shoot.
We got these 4 tattoos.
Wow.
Yeah. So the thing about that is that's like our stripes for finishing the show. We all got them pointing in that direction. So when we shake each other's hand, they arrows are pointing at mine. Like I met my match.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I met an equal. Okay. I don't really meet too many of those. I'm better than a lot of these niggas.
Hey.
But you know,
I hear that.
You're my dog. You know what I'm saying? That was something that we all agreed on. I thought it was super special. It was so special to us, we didn't want the show to talk about it.
Good.
We was like, we appreciate it if y'all shut the fuck up about this.
Yeah.
We don't want y'all, don't follow us in here with no cameras. No, we don't want that.
I hear that.
Like, so, but that's like, overall, the experience of rhythm and flow was a gift from God.
I love to hear that because like in that industry, you don't hear a lot of people that are able to be like true to their authentic self. My experience is completely different than yours, man. I was on camera playing a role, acting, you know what I'm saying, getting producer, but like I didn't know that at the time. But you know what I mean? It's refreshing to hear that like people can experience some real love, genuine relationships and rapport with people. Like I got some real friends from that experience, but like not nearly like that, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, anybody from that group that just, like, wowed you. You know what I mean? Like, you met and it was just like, oh, my, wow. Like,
in a good way?
Yeah.
I would probably have to say,
He said in a good way.
because a couple of motherfuckers wowed me in the worst way possible. Wow.
Like, that's what you're doing?
I'm staying away from you. I can't do it. I can't do it, bro. Hell no. But I would have to say, I was impressed by Ali Dominique.
Okay.
Ali Dominique. A lot of people wasn't. A lot of people wasn't really like, cause he's wordy. You're done. You're done. You know? But it's like, bro, if you really if you pay attention to his approach, this nigga's nice, bro. Like for real, I think I was always excited to hear what he had to say.
I love that.
Every challenge. Like I don't know if y'all heard it in the actual show when in his video when he did the Rubik's Cube thing and the chain. I was like, hey, yo, in the back. I thought that shit was fire. And look, this is what made me like, I started to frown up at Chance. Because he threw a lot of salt on that. And I was like,
he did. So it was gimmicky.
I'm like, first of all, bro, you don't even got a better video than that. Which one? Hold up, bro. Which one? Name it.
My man said you don't even have a better video than that, bro.
I broke my chair on that one.
That was my biggest critique of Chance for him calling Ali Tomini gimmicky. And like,
Yeah, he did.
bro, you can't Chance, you kind of are gimmicky.
Bro.
Producer said it now.
I know the spade. I know you're not trying to call the kettle black, bro. I know that's not you trying to call the kettle black, bro. Come on, bro. Like, what is?
There was room for Ali Tomini.
And they like the thing that I didn't agree with it is like the advice that they were low key giving him was like, nah, this ain't it. Shut him, nah. And I'm like, bro, this. First of all, y'all probably haven't even realized what Ali has been a part of since the show. Bro. He is great at graphic design.
Yeah, I did.
He will all the way put a music video of him animated up like 3 days, 4 days after he puts the song out.
3 days, 4 days. That's crazy.
He is unreal. Yeah. He's doing one for the NBA.
Wow.
Like, I forget which one, the little rapping one where they all bouncing back and forth. LeBron go around with the crown and stuff.
Jokic beat LeBron.
Jokic
and he took the crown from
That
LeBron.
is Ali Tomini, bro.
Shout out to the NBA, man. We're going to get all the guys around some NBA action real soon, bro, because, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild. Man, I mean... No, we love it. We love it. Hey, I'm with you. We love the passion. That's why we have it, bro. We want the real, true, authentic self, bro. And like, lastly, like this is my own personal shit. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, I want to be an artist, nigga. I want to do music. I want to rap. I got a couple of things on the back end I've been making. You know what I'm saying? On my mama, bro. Like, I'm saying, like, what would your advice be for a person like myself trying to get into the space and trying to make music and stuff like that? Because I'll segue this because like not a lot of people. I'm saying this for the first time, so everybody might hear.
Yeah, this is like crazy news,
but,
bro.
Like I've been involved for some years, been trying to do it for some years, and like every time I do it, like I don't know, something always fall off. Where like the people around me, I feel like they don't really like. They don't take me serious. They don't think I'm serious. They don't know the stuff I work on back in or how I got love for it. So it's like I don't ever feel that real support. And you know what I mean? Like kind of what you say. I feel like people be like, oh, it's gimmicky. But like I got a background in like theater and musicals and singing and choirs and stuff like reading music and rapping and freestyling and stuff like that. I'm not going to say I'm the best. I ain't going to say like I found my complete sound yet. But like, what would your advice be for a nigga like me?
First of all, walk in nothing but confidence.
I feel it.
Fuck everybody else.
Really?
Fuck them all. Like, don't even, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. And my second piece of advice is get used to saying no.
Yeah, no, it's powerful.
Say it.
You
like,
got a lot
what?
of power in your no.
Man, what? Especially when it comes down to my art.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yes. Yes.
No, I don't want to do that. No.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to do no. You can't force me to like it. No, I'm not going to. No.
Yeah.
No, just tell them no. It's like, I can't lie. I used to hate hearing no until it became my favorite word.
Facts.
Then I just started saying, nah.
No.
I'm comfortable with no.
No.
It is important when it comes down to the creativity and the relationship aspect of pursuing music. You know what I'm saying? Like, we hear a lot of no's. We need to say a lot of no's too.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Protect
You're not
your energy.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's not going to give you what you want or desire out of the career, so you can't give everybody a piece of the project or the creativity if it don't align with what you want to put out. If you don't feel comfortable saying it, no. If you want me to love it, right? You want me to perform this for the rest of my days? Okay, no.
That ain't gonna work.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
And that's the power, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all got anything else, man? Like, Ty, you got anything?
Uh,
You've been quiet for a minute.
I've
just taking it in.
I just been listening.
This episode, bro, you taking all these gems, bro.
I'm like, yeah.
I too. I told you I've been waiting on this episode, bro.
Yeah, absolutely, yes.
We're gonna have you on more.
Let me know.
Because we love your energy, bro. You brought a lot. You brought a lot of gems to the pod. I know the viewers and the listeners at home definitely gonna have a lot to take away from this. So I definitely want you to bring you back, man. Like we talked a little bit. We touched a little bit on like mental health. I wanna have separate days for these topics, man, but really appreciate everybody tuning in. Troyman pulling up. Y'all know that fly guy Ty. I'm Tor'i Brooks. This is Talk That Talk T3, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.